So here we go. I am very happy and proud and also very intimidated to be near the one and only Billy Sheehan. So Billy, how are you doing in Paris?
I'm doing great. Oh, what a pleasure to be in one of the greatest cities in the world.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree with that. I was born here, you know. So
Very nice, very nice.
I have this traditional first question, Billy. What was your first guitar?
My sister had a Regent guitar that she kept in her room, and I would sneak in and play it without her permission. And then eventually I got so I could play it pretty good, and she gave up, so she let me take it. And I told her I'd pay her $30 for it, and I still haven't paid her yet. So, so I still owe my sister $30 for that guitar. She reminds me every time I see her too.
Be careful with the interest rate and so on.
It's probably at $30 million by now.
Okay, you had an incredible, rich career so far. If you have to pick, I don't know, 2 or 3 main turning points in your career, what would they be?
Getting the call from David Lee Roth in the summer of '85 to start the Eat 'em and Smile band. And that was a huge change. After that, having a #1 single with Mr. Big, that changed everything. Pretty big. So those are 2 big ones. I'm very, very thankful for both of those events.
You know, I remember the very first time I heard Eat 'em and Smile, and it still gives me goosebumps when I hear about when I listen to this album, because it was such a breakthrough. So, did you realize at the time it was going to be such a breakthrough?
Well, we knew we had something good, but you never know until you put it out and people respond what the real response is going to be. And I've had people come up to me from all over the world with that album for me to sign. Indonesia, India, all over the business, still to this day. Almost every trip I make anywhere in the world, someone's going to bring me a copy of that record to sign. So it had quite an impact, and I'm very, very, well, it was very honored to have been a part of it. But and we're still all friends too. We have every year we usually have a dinner. Me, Steve Vai, Greg Bissonette, and the keyboard player from the tour, Brett Tuggle. We have a little reunion every year. We just had one a few months ago, and it was telling stories and just how amazing the time was in that band on that record. It was an incredible thing. Most of the stories I can't always tell in public, but
it's just the 2 of us. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. This won't be on the internet, will it?
No way. Interweb? No way.
But it was a pretty amazing time.
So I was at the Maroquinerie concert yesterday. It was a great concert. How was it for you?
Fantastic. To play in one of the greatest cities in the world, a sold-out show is amazing. But even more so, the people were just so kind, and they sang along with every song, and everyone in the audience was smiling and up and into it and going crazy. We had a little trouble at the end because there was no more oxygen in the room, so we're starting to fall apart a little bit. But I kept going anyway. It didn't matter. And it was a night to remember. Probably my greatest night in Paris yet, by far. Fantastic.
And it's incredible because the album is just released today.
I know. And they knew the lyrics already. So that was very good.
You play with so many incredible guitar players. How is it to play with Richie? Do you have to adjust? I mean, you select just a very top guitar player?
Well, mostly I play with the guy I concentrate on most is the drummer, almost always, in every band, even though I play with other guitar players. And then eventually they'll end up being interaction with the guitar too, but it's mostly drums. So then when I finally get to the guitar, each player is very unique. All the players that I've been fortunate enough to play with, they're all very unique. And Richie has one cool, unique aspect is that he's playing fingerstyle, no pick. So I play fingerstyle too, because I play bass. So we have some interesting connections as a result. So we play some things together. It's a very interesting way of it happening. And the tonality that he has as a result of that is unique. And his phrasing of the lines he plays are very much like a saxophone. In the song Not Hopeless on the record, we were listening down as we were recording it, and I swear I could hear the pads of a tenor sax opening and closing. It was so much like a sax. So that was a really interesting aspect of his playing that makes this record unique, in my humble opinion. So, but generally for guitar players, I don't make a lot of adjustments for them. I make more adjustments for drums, and then make the guitar connection. Because for me, drums are the most important thing. And for guitarists, I would hope that drums would be the most important thing too, because the drummer drives the band. And because most bands I'm in, we understand this. Everyone locks into that drummer, and then everything is perfect as a result. So Richie and I are both locking into Mike. I'm creating a foundation with Mike for Richie to stand on, and it's so far it's working really wonderful.